If you've ever been on this channel before, there's a huge chance that you have seen the project SCRxRSS before. And today we will be going over QD training for SCRxRSS, which is a lot different than normal QD training. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the quick guide. So, as you have heard before, we will be going over how to pass a QD driver's training and the rules for SCRxRSS if you want to be a qualified driver. There are, of course, penalties if you do not follow these rules. So, to help everyone out, I will prepare a little guide in today's video. So, to become a qualified driver, you first need to apply for a training. To apply for a training, simply just wait in the Rollscale Sandbox Servers tab. And if you do see an SCRxRSS server, that would be the normal server. However, if you see an SCRxRSS QD training server, that would be the training server. What you want to do is join the training server as soon as possible before the window closes. If the window closes, you must simply wait for the next training. Windows will typically be about 2 minutes, so you have to be really ready. So once you're in the server, everything will be blocked except for the training door you would normally see. This right here is the training door. On normal servers, you would see it closed. However, on training servers, you will see it open. The first thing you want to do when this is open is check to see if the title of the server was correct. Look at the training. Once you have checked that the training is the one you want to take, you will use the teleport pad on the left side to join the training. Once you are in the training, you will be placed in a room with a sign. This is where you will see higher levels of staff, pause, let you know some information before the test, and of course write them on the sign for the training. They will inform you on what will happen if you do not pass a training or if you pass the training. If you do not pass the training, you will be blacklisted and then vote kicked. If you pass the training, you will be taken to a special room that indicates you have passed. You may now leave. So, now it's time to get in to the actual training. Once staff have explained the training, you must pay full attention at all times because you will be teleported as soon as a spot is available. Now, once you have been teleported, you must pull out your DCC controller and control the 756 train in front of you to begin the training. You will spawn at Marston Hill TMD. At Marston Hill TMD, you want to drive your 756 forward. The ID will be 756001. No other ID will be used. Now is the time to let you know that these 756s have been modified to the best technology of Rollscale Sandbox. To make sure you don't confuse anything with a feature that will be coming up later once you arrive at Beachley, please make sure you have selected 756001, not class 756101, as that will be used later at Beachley and other stations. Please do be aware that the class 756001 has a fully functional horn from Stepford County Railway. So, the same train that drives is the same train with the horn. Once your train has arrived at Beachley, you must stop it at its corresponding stop marker. If it has stopped at its corresponding stop marker, change to ID 756101 and then hold the horn. As you hold the horn, you will hear the 756 train doors open. Once the train doors have fully opened, please hold the horn for 10 seconds. Once your dwell time of 10 seconds has passed, please check if you are ready to depart. If the light is green, you can release your horn and proceed to depart once the train doors have stopped. As you saw from the video just shown, it is recommended you turn on your lights again before departing. That way you know which direction forwards and reverse is. This will help you throughout your journey and will not invalidate your training. Speaking of things that won't invalidate your training, you can head up to 5 miles per hour above the speed limit and we will not invalidate your training. Any higher and your training will be invalidated for speeding. Now that you know how to stop and depart at stations along with drive your train, we will show you this procedure at Cadoxton Station without the additional commentary. So for the 756, 101, and 001 thing, that applies to any train. For example, 398002, there would be 398002 and 398102. However, that will be specified by staff in training, all right? Oh, and departing on a red light will invalidate your training. And please do know we will not make exceptions. If your training is invalidated, you will simply have to wait for the next one. Before I go, do know that there will be 2 routes as part of the training. Route 1 will be Beachley towards Stepford Bay, and Route 2 will be Stepford Bay toward Beachley. Anyway, thank you for watching the qualified driver training video. Please do know that this will help you in the near future of SCRxRSS, especially when it actually becomes public. So, thank you for watching. And guess what? For the people who have been following me on Discord, I built the offices of Runwood and Rack. Guess who responded? Runwood. Chief of Staff Runwood responded. That's a dub. That's a dub.